y'all, Farmer Dre back at us. Another beautiful day here on the farm, out here in the high tunnel, and today we are fertilizing tomatoes. Over the past couple weeks, these tomato plants have really taken off. It's been really nice and warm. If you guys remember how small they were when we planted them, now we got our first beautiful flower cluster. Plants are growing nicely, nice and healthy, green, dark leaves, and the entire tunnel is looking about the same. Looking very awesome. And our only job now is to make sure these plants stay healthy, disease free. Look how many blooms that plant has right there. That's a beautiful right there. Disease free and watered and fertilized. I gotta come through here and start staking these because some of these plants are getting so big and heavy that they are falling over. But we are gonna be opening with tulips this weekend, so this job has to wait until Monday to stake them up, but these plants are absolutely beautiful. The night temperatures have been in the upper 30s, lower 40s on average. Last night it actually got down to 32, so it's really cold. We had to cover the strawberries, but in here with the tomatoes, we do have this heater. This heater does good work, keeps the tunnel very nice and warm. As you guys if you guys watched my videos before, you guys know we used to heat with wood. This year we're all propane, so it's making my life a little easier. A little more expensive, but it gives me that peace of mind that, you know what, as long as the propane is running, these plants are going to grow over the night and be nice and healthy. And one of the biggest things about growing strawberries is tomatoes is a fertilizer. So let's go ahead and talk about tomato fertilizers. My setup right here, super simple. If you guys have watched my video on making the DIY homemade pretty cheap fertilizer injector, that's working right now. It's injecting fertilizer. We got the hydrant hose going to it, and I've had some people ask and comment that their fertilizer injector isn't working. So kind of a thing on that, you have to have a pretty heavy outflow of the water. If I only turn on one irrigation row and turn on the water, there will not be enough outflow of this injector, so the injector doesn't have enough pressure to siphon up. So if you guys are having trouble with your irrigation fertilizer injector, make sure you have enough output of the water on this side, so that can have enough pressure to siphon it up. If I start kinking this hose, it will not siphon because there's not enough output on the lines. So you got to have enough output to make sure it siphons it up. So I saw a few comments on that. So make sure you have enough output on the water, so they can be able to siphon up the fertilizer. Right now I am fertilizing with a Master Blend 41838. This is the best tomato fertilizer you can get. Right now I am feeding a couple times a week of the Master Blend. In one whole week in the tunnel here, in an entire week, I am feeding 7 pounds of fertilizer out of the bag to 400 tomato plants. So I do this for the fertilizer every couple of days, and then I'm actually putting on some calcium nitrate as well in between those. So you want to put on about 3.5 pounds per week of the calcium nitrate, and then 7 pounds of Master Blend every single week. So just kind of split it up. You do not want to mix these two together. If you mix these two together, then it's going to gunk up, and then you're going to have problems with irrigation the rest of the season. So we want to use calcium nitrate one day, and then Master Blend the next day. Make sure you flush all your lines so that you won't have any issue. But that's the fertilizer we use. And if you guys do want these exact same fertilizers, go ahead and check out the links down in the description box below, or go to farmerdresupply.com. Fertilizer you can use, and I use it a few times a season, is magnesium sulfate or Epsom salt. If you're doing strictly a hydroponic system, then you're going to need that magnesium sulfate in the watering system the entire time. Like I said, I only use it a couple times a year. I should probably be using a little more, but since we are growing in dirt, I don't want to try to push these plants too hard like in a hydroponic system. So the Master Blend calcium nitrate does really good for us, and the plants are doing really good and healthy. So it's working out for us. These plants have been in the ground for 2 weeks now, and they really exploded and started growing. So just make sure you keep them nice and healthy and fertilized. And one thing that you got to keep in mind is every time you water, you want to be able to put on some type of fertilizer so that the plants are always feeding off of something. So that's why every time I water, I'm always feeding something, so make sure you are doing a good job at that. Fertilizing tomatoes is simple. I've been doing it for so many years, had really good luck with it, and that's the biggest thing, is if you do something for a few years, it works out really good. Your yields are great, quality is great, you know, why change it? So that's exactly how I fertilize my tomatoes. That's the exact same process, and that's how it is for the rest of the tunnels. So this is gonna be it for today. Like I mentioned, if you guys do want these fertilizers, go ahead and check them out. Link is down in the description box below, or go to farmerdresupply.com. So this is gonna be it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do upload a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. Y'all have a good day, and we will see you next time.